Today we bring to you the Fleshlight Lilith Fukamoto. This is the Hokushu texture, and this is one of the very first fleshlights that's coming out of the Fleshlight Fantasy line. Fleshlight Fantasy line is geared up towards more fantasy play, a lot of Japanese anime. They're also introducing some of the horror/monster Draculas and avatars type thing. Very cool, unique toys, all share the same fleshlight technology, fleshlight material. So this is just a different design with a different inner texture. As you can see here, that is what the texture looks like. Comes in your standard fleshlight case. The personal stats on Lilith Fukamoto, though, it's here: 5'10", 135 pounds, bra size 32K. Her favorite position is doggy style, and her hometown is 𝐤-𝐦𝐚𝐢𝐥 town. So I don't want to butcher that, but let's go ahead and open her up. So they should have these safety seals, as with all fleshlights, on the sides. So you go ahead and open those up, and then you can kind of just tear it open. The fleshlight packaging is very difficult to get open, but that's a good thing. Alright, so let's open it up. And this is what we have inside. So inside includes a sachet of Flesh Lube, their water-based lubricant, and a VIP card that gives you access to different content and sales from Fleshlight itself. Now you can see here the Lilith Fukamoto Fantasy Fleshlight shares the same standard black flashlight looking case, supposed to be quite discreet, although as popular as flashlights become, I don't think these are quite discreet anymore. It's not like having a masturbator on your table, but everybody knows that the flashlight is the fleshlight. Anyway, so once we open this up, we'll go ahead and see here her orifice. You can see right on the side of it is printed in Japanese. I believe this says Lilith Fukamoto in Japanese. You can see it has her very specific labia and clitoris here. So you can kind of see here, it is made from the 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐭 material that all fleshlight is. So you can see it's very realistic, very stretchy, as you can see. Great for warming up. This is great for temperature play. So if you put either a fleshlight warming rod in here, or if you warm it up with warm water, soak it in warm water, just the sleeve, it really adds to the temperature, really makes it more realistic. Don't forget, though, all fleshlights do come with a piece of rod in the middle. You don't want to stick yourself in there, and this will hurt really bad. This is to keep the channel from collapsing during shipment. It's just to protect it, so always pull this thing out. I'm going to go ahead and pull the sleeve out. So you can see here, it is your standard looking fleshlight sleeve. Let's see if I can't flip it open to see if we can get the texture here. Right. And here we go. So this is what the texture looks like once it's flipped completely inside out. So you can see that there's these very intense textures here, textures all through here, and at the end as well. So this, you can imagine, feeling quite good during penetration. The Lilith is also one of the more tighter fleshlights on the market, so they definitely want to make sure you feel great, so making it extra tight was one of their top priorities. So flipping it back in, you're going to want to use warm water and sex toy cleaner, or warm water and antibacterial soap to clean this up. Air dry it. We always recommend air drying it, and to keep it looking and feeling fresh, that's not sticky or tacky at all. But to keep it that way, you definitely want to use cornstarch, or you want to use really the Fleshlight Renewing Powder is what we recommend, made specifically for this. And it keeps it looking fresh, keeps it acting fresh, smelling fresh. Overall, just really good addition to the fleshlight. To stick it back in, to put it back together, you just stick it back in like so. Put that underneath, and then you just kind of go like this, and you can see it sitting flush again. This on the back side is how you control the suction. So when it's completely closed, there is no airflow. So you can see here, it's just complete suction. The more you open it up, there's these little vents along this edge. You're gonna see now it has a different sound. It's not gripping my finger as tight. And you keep going, you can see what the vents look like, these little notches at the top. They're all around. So you keep going with those notches. You can have complete airflow here. It'll just pass right through. This is also how you clean it. You pull the sleeve out, take the caps off, submerge it, clean it all up. Overall, this is a very cool toy. It's, again, one of their intro-level toys into the fantasy line. They are going to be adding more and more SKUs to their fantasy line, which really is great for the guys who are really into the Japanese anime and stuff. Cool fantasy stuff. Feels great, looks great, and overall, just a highly recommended masturbator for men. Once again, this is the Fleshlight Fantasy line, Lilith Fukamoto, and the texture is the Hokushu texture. Thank you.